Pandora, the first woman of the world, and the disasters that Zeus sent down to punish humanity. The story of Prometheus giving fire to humans also has a couple of slightly different narratives. The story says that, in the past, when Zeus created, humanity was created, but Zeus did not give them any special privileges so they could use it as a weapon to protect the race. They live naked in a dark, wild life with many dangers that threaten them every minute and every hour. At that time, there were only men in the world, and there were no women. The gods have not yet created women and number 39's lives. That action of Zeus made Prometheus dissatisfied, because Prometheus loved humans. The other day, on the occasion of arbitrating a dispute between the immortal gods and the short-lived humans in Mythology, Prometheus, with a loving heart for humans, chose a fat cow to slaughter as an offering to the gods and bestowed upon him. For humanity, loving humans and not liking Zeus, Prometheus divided the meat into two parts. Part of it was the entrails and delicious pieces of meat Prometheus wrapped in an ugly piece of leather. The remaining part is short bones, long bones, tough tendons, silver music, which the gods wrap in a delicious layer of fat. And Prometheus respectfully offered both parts for Zeus to choose. Zeus had no doubts and immediately chose the fatty part because it was the most attractive. But oh my! When opened, the inside was full of bones and not a single piece of meat. Zeus and number 39's anger rose up to his throat, but he had to swallow the bitterness. But because of that, anger and hostility flared up in this god and number 39's heart towards Prometheus and humans. Because of this story, humans from then on, generation after generation, every time they make offerings to the gods, they must respectfully burn animal bones on majestic, solemn altars. Zeus hates Prometheus and humans. What are humans that Prometheus cares about and cares for them so much? In that case, I will no longer give them the sacred fire. I will no longer use an ash tree as a torch, burning a red flame tirelessly to give it to them. Let and number 39's see how they will live and if Prometheus will save them from extinction. Zeus thought so and did so. But Prometheus guessed Zeus and number 39's intentions because he was the one who predicted everything. And immediately Prometheus took the sacred fire of heaven and sealed it in the dry, spongy intestines of a reed, ferule, and brought it down to earth to give to mankind. In that way, Prometheus brought the spark of seed in across the sky to earth without Zeus knowing. So the fire of Prometheus reached humanity. All over the earth, here and there, people from family to family pass on to each other that eternal sacred light. Looking down from heaven, Zeus suddenly saw sparkling, flickering spots of light everywhere. As soon as Zeus knew, his plan was foiled by Prometheus. The sacred fire, the personal treasure of the gods, an invincible weapon, has been lost. The fire has returned to the hands of mortals. And anger again tormented the heart of Zeus. And so humanity is no longer destroyed. Humanity cannot be destroyed anymore. They have an invincible weapon that only the Olympian gods have. But if we cannot destroy them, I will not let them live in peace and happiness. Zeus thought so and plotted revenge. Images Prometheus steals the fire of the sun god. The Olympian gods are summoned. By order of Zeus, the famous god Hephaestus. used soil and water to shape a person, but it was not a man, but a woman, a young girl, imitating the delicate shape. The beauty of the gods. Of course that young woman must be extremely beautiful. Even the goddesses had to silently praise it when they saw it. Hephaestos also gave that young woman a voice as beautiful as a bird, with a fiery vitality like the fiery breath of a hot fire in a forge. And that is something reserved for short-lived mortals. This vitality was hidden by the god Chan-Thuat in a body as soft as an ocean wave, as flexible as a vine, as bright as the full moon, and as sparkling as dewdrops that had not yet melted in the morning. Goddess Athena had bright eyes and gave her her beautiful belt and a pure white gown. She even gave that young woman a thin silk sheet so she could cover her high and far-away forehead. A golden hat created by the god Hephaestos himself with his skillful hands was brought by the goddess Athena and lovingly placed on the girl and number 39's head. On this shining golden hat, Hephaestos painstakingly carved many beautiful images of the universe and the world. Rolling mountains and forests, meandering streams and rivers, deer lounging under the moon, herds of deer grazing. Here under the dawn light, people are busy plowing the black soil. Over there by the charcoal stove, people gather to grill the meat of hunted wild animals, rabbits and deer. The goddess of love and beauty, Aphrodite, endowed the girl with graceful beauty, passionate desire and secret eroticism. And the god Hermes gave the girl the talent to speak delicately and gently, able to seduce and captivate others. God gave the girl the talent to hide her true thoughts. Her heart thinks one thing, her mouth says another. That is dishonesty and the habit of being cunning, condescending, and exaggerating. Even clever words of flattery, random compliments, devious evasions to please everyone, or double-mindedness, the passion that was just there but immediately fades away, the moment you cry, the moment you laugh are all due to the god of thieves. Stole Hermes for that gentle, pure, beautiful girl. Next, the goddesses of grace Charites, Roman mythology, Graces, and the goddess of advice placed extremely beautiful golden necklaces around the young woman and number 39's neck. And the goddesses of time hers have beautiful hair and put on the girl and number 39's head a wreath of bright, fragrant spring flowers. When everything was done, Hermes followed Zeus and number 39's will, naming the young woman and Quat, Pandora and Quat, meaning and Quat, full of all talents and Quat. That and number 39's right, because the gods gave that girl all kinds of talents. God Zeus decided to bring this girl to earth to be Epimetheus and number 39's wife. From this Pandora will grow and develop the female race, a species that is toxic to the male race and that the male race cannot get rid of because, according to the creation of the gods, the female race is an inhuman species. Cannot endure a life of hardship, poverty, and difficulty, but is only born to live in comfort, prosperity, and enjoy the results of men and number 39's hard labor, as well as the consequences for others. Men know so much pain and sorrow in marriage and family. A woman will be a man and number 39's companion, but a companion who causes unhappiness for the man. That was the disaster that Zeus bestowed upon mankind. By order of Zeus, the wise guide god Hermes brought Pandora down to earth to be friends with Epimetheus. Zeus also gave Pandora a sealed jar. Some stories say it was a box or a casket, and carefully warned him over and over not to open it. It doesn't and #39 have to be a long story. Everyone can guess what Epimethe will be like in front of Pandora. He was confused, ecstatic to the point of being dazed by Pandora and #39's beauty. He was originally a heavy-minded person who was not alert at all, but now in this situation he lost his composure even more, especially when he heard gentle words and received very lovely gestures. By Pandora. So Epimethe forgot all of Promethe and #39's firm instructions before Zeus sent his servants to capture Promethe, take him to a desolate rocky mountain area and chain Promethe there. Because she was a prophet, Prometheus knew Zeus and number 39's plans in advance. He told Epimethe not to accept any gifts or accept anyone sent by Zeus. If so, it must be sent back to the Olympic gods immediately. But how could Epimethe remember that advice, or even if she remembered, how could Epimethe have enough strength to carry out that advice correctly? And what had to happen happened. Epimethe married Pandora. It is unclear how many days this couple lived together until one day they caused a disaster for the world and humanity, a terrible disaster that began with their family. Luckily, Zeus gave Pandora a sealed jar and told him over and over not to open it. Pandora told this to Epimethe. Listening to his wife and number 39's words, he carefully brought the jar into the room and did not even look or touch that sacred object of Zeus. He also did not forget to tell the servants the secret that his wife had told him over and over again. But one day, when Epimethe was away and Pandora was at home, suddenly a curiosity arose in her heart to know what was in that jar that Zeus had so strictly forbidden and warned carefully. So hesitant. Pandora pondered, half wanting, half unwilling, but then thinking around. No matter how much she thought about it, she let her curiosity instigate her. What a devil leads the way! And quat. Tch. Just open it for a moment, just a moment, and then close it up. There, and number 39's probably nothing wrong with it. And quat. Pandora thought so and opened the lid of the jar. A whirlwind rose from the bottom of the jar and rushed out, making Pandora and #39's face dark. What a number 39's in it! Those are the seeds of all kinds of disasters such as war, hunger, theft, fraud, betrayal, lies, jealousy, hatred, bullying, violence, stinginess, lust, evil, unkindness, unrighteousness, disease, cholera, typhoid, plague, malaria, floods, earthquakes, landslides, volcanic eruptions. In short, everything disaster, evil and crime. Pandora quickly closed the jar lid and breathed a sigh of relief. Little did she know that her curious actions had caused humans a tragic and miserable life that no pen could describe. The seeds of all kinds of crime, evil, and disaster fly everywhere in the world, germinate, branch out wherever there are people, and worm their way into human hearts. And from then on, humanity lost its carefree, peaceful, and happy life. However, in life, happiness, sadness, joy and suffering are often together. Is it possible that with all that wind that we mortals have to endure, is there nothing left to comfort us? Yes, definitely a must-have. And yes, Zeus also put in, among the countless seeds of all kinds of crime, evil, and disaster, a seed of hope. This seed does not fly away and mix with the other seeds. It remained at the bottom of the jar, and Pandora was able to close the lid of the jar to keep it. Seeds of hope stay with people, remaining with human life. Poverty is a comforting seed. But it and number 39's okay, it and number 39's good. And with only the seed of hope, humanity still lives, tries to live, keeps living, refusing to be crushed by crime, evil, and disaster. And with only the seed of hope, humanity face all the challenges in your life. And perhaps they believe that with this seed of hope, one day they will restore the old peaceful, happy life with their sweat and tears. Thank you for joining us for today's fairy tale. We hope these stories bring joy and meaning to your day. If you love our channel, please hit the subscribe button so you won't miss any exciting tales. Wishing you a good night and sweet dreams. See you in the next story.